I've now been back in England for 2 weeks now, and I've yet to have a full English breakfast, something I used to dream about when I was traveling around South America. So I'm going to head down into the town centre of my hometown of Darlington, head to Wetherspoons and treat myself to a decent breakfast before I start going out doing deliveries on what could be the hottest day of the year. So if you have been following me, behind me is basically where I live, the back streets of Darlington. Further on down that way is South Park, which we saw in the last video, and this is coming into the town centre. So you've got the theatre, the Hippodrome just there, the second oldest theatre in Darlington. You've got the courthouse if you're interested, and there you've got the spire of St Cuthbert's Church. So St Cuthbert's Church, built in the 12th century, so that is pretty old. So as I said, today could be the hottest day of the year. It is just after 9 o'clock, and I've just checked the weather forecast, and it is coming up to 25 degrees, which for the northeast of England, that's pretty warm. Right. So today is a working day. I am going to be delivering on my push bike, but because my legs are a little bit sore after doing about 5 hours yesterday pedaling away, I thought I'll wait until about 11 o'clock, do a quick stretch walking down here. And this is the town centre, so I'm going over Stone Bridge. Not the most original name for a bridge, it's made of stone. And that there is the River Skern, and that leads all the way down to South Park. It is in full bloom, full of weeds. Still looks pretty. So a lot of these buildings are original, and I guess with the weather it does look gorgeous. Blue skies. So Wetherspoons itself is a well-known pub chain within England, within the UK, and basically they take old buildings, turn it into a pub. They do all day food, including breakfast, and there's actually 2 of them in Darlington. One just down there, the Williamstead, but that's a bit posher one. And that is the town centre with the clock tower. That clock tower you can see for miles around. It's massive. So you got Market Square down there. In fact, let's have a look around there. And one of the things that English towns, British towns are famous for is their pubs. And Darlington's got so many. That's the notorious Boot and Shoe. And even in the Market Square itself, you got one pub there, got another one there, one just there, the Vaults, that's pretty new. So this square is used for events within Darlington. So they'll have like food fairs, concerts, all the bars will bring out the chairs. It's usually a really good atmosphere. and all I keep thinking about is breakfast. And even coming back onto the street again, you got two pubs there, Golden Cock, Tugwell Tap, and there's another one just there in between them. I mean, Friday night, Saturday night, place to be. So yeah, that clock tower is beautiful. So even when you look at the buildings, like that one there, Victorian, and it's got the original signage on the top, Barclays Bank. Right, you've got a little passageway down there that takes you to the next street where Wetherspoons is, but I'll take the scenic route. So you got the Cornwall Shopping Centre, which has got some major shops in there. And I guess this is just a normal morning. It's not too busy. Come down on a Saturday afternoon, this place is packed. And that's something new. That was Burger King, but it closed down about 5 years ago, just after the pandemic. Pepe's Peri Peri. Never heard of them. So for 5 years it's been empty, and then someone's come along and went, centre of town, why not? And this statue here, Joseph Pease, I have mentioned him in a previous video from about 2 years ago, but he's like the big person within Darlington because he gave a lot of money. He was a Quaker, a politician. He donated money towards the clock tower over there, and he was really, really into anti-slavery. So although this is still part of the town centre, this is where it starts getting a bit more quieter. I had to stop filming there because I bumped into someone who's not seen this since I've been back. Want to know how South America was. So deliveries for me so far. Being back, still getting used to the bike, and I'm hoping that by next week I can start earning £100 a day, hopefully. Now the Hippodrome at the start of the video was the theatre for Darlington, but just over there is the Majestic, which is older than the Hippodrome. But Wetherspoons is down here. Right. And there it is, the Tanner's Hall. Now although Wetherspoons does do their pubs out of old buildings, there wasn't any in Darlington for them to build out of. Right, breakfast. So this is it. So breakfast menu, and there is so much, but I've gone for the large breakfast, £6.89. Only because I'm hungry. There is unlimited coffee, and you know how much I love coffee. Although you do get some people that will get a pint to go with their breakfast. A bit too early. So while I'm waiting for the food, I've just been on my phone and looked at the news on the weather, and this is it. They are expecting big temperatures. That's going to be fun. But more and more people are coming in for their breakfasts. And the topic of conversation with everybody is the weather. That is a full English breakfast. Bacon, sausages, hash browns, eggs, toast, sausages, baked beans. Oh my God. And the reason we have full English breakfast in this country is because Britain used to be a country of miners, factory workers, shipbuilders, railwaymen, especially in Darlington. So people needed enough calories to get through a full hard day's work. But I think these days it's more of a treat or a hangover cure. I am going to love this. Oh, and there's mushrooms. I absolutely demolished that. Now I was going to show you my empty plate, but unfortunately the staff came along and took my plate away before I could get the camera out. That's definitely given me enough calories for deliveries today, which starts in about 45 minutes. But with the weather warning and the heat, I need to get back and sort some water out on my body. But I'm going to finish my coffee off, show you a little bit more of Darlington town centre. Very exciting. I am stuffed. That was gorgeous. And they've got the aircon in there, so as soon as you come out you can feel the heat. So that is a traditional English breakfast, full English. Although some people might say, but you need tomatoes or you need black pudding. I'm happy with that. And I'm glad I've walked down to walk back, which means I can work some of it off. So this is more the town centre. I think we'll head down this street down here, take you to the main place. Hi mate. How are you doing? And then you come straight back into the main street, High Row. There is the clock tower. The sun is strong. There is the independent market over there. Greg's, a staple of all British high streets, sells pastries, sausage rolls. Right, let's have a wander down here. Oh. Now there is a lot of talk about a lot of high streets in towns and cities getting emptier. Just over there is a big department store called Bins. That closed down about a month ago, and that's been in the town centre for over 100 years. But I guess with more and more people ordering stuff online, shops are actually losing money in the high street. Yeah, that's the indoor market. And that's back to the market square. So I have got 20 minutes to get back home, to get my bike out, start doing deliveries, which, I mean, I'm still full. It's going to be a bit of a wobble for the first probably half hour, and then get into it. Perfect weather, and a lot of people have been turning around to say it's too hot. No, it's not. Not one bit. I mean, give it another couple of hours, that will all be full of people. Same outside the Pennyweight. People enjoying the weather with a pint of lager. And that there, just sort of show you, is the Dolphin Centre. That is the leisure centre for Darlington. Inside there's a swimming pool, there's a bowling alley. Now it looks quite oldish, but it's very modern. And then in front of me is the town hall. Again, the building is modern. All this was sort of modernised. So you've got the DL1, which is a food cinema experience, but all got redone about 8-10 years ago. There used to be a bus station down here. So that's the side of the town hall. And then St Cuthbert's Church is over there. You can just see the spire. Leading to Skern River. And this is Skern River without any of the plant life. And that looks beautiful. But that is a little trip around the town centre. Full English breakfast. A good little morning so far. And now, like I said, head back to home, get on that bike, start making some money. But if you've enjoyed it, then all you've got to do is press that like button. I will do another video in the next week showing you how deliveries are going and what I actually do. But until the next time, bye bye for now.